Welcome to Troy, Alabama. A lot of fans might think that running through the tee is reserved for the Volunteers of Tennessee. But the Trojans here at the Vet would strongly disagree as we are set for a showdown on the Wiregrass. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bulldogs offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
So now it's second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Taylor wants to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Gonna look downfield again. Gets it out quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Trying to keep the drive alive. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Troy's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. To the air. It's Daniels. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quarterback on the keeper. At midfield, he's got room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff from the gun. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Here we go. To the air, it's Daniels. Finds the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. The Trojans will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. The screen, he can go. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Got a man, it's Sands. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
And the Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. Taylor wants to throw it. Gets it to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Catch in the middle, it's Hatcher. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. So guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Caught over the middle. It's Lacey. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. To the air, it's Daniels. Flips it out in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. They just keep firing. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll start this drive going to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Quickly to the tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Got the first down himself. Steered out of bounds and about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Taylor wants to throw. Gets open down the middle. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Wilson. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Veterans Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Bulldogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking for space. It's Fitzgerald. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Oh, he's got a chance. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hatcher.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Hatcher. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Motion from the back. Taylor wants to throw it. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to fourth down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Big fella moving. Into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Makes the catch. It's Lacey. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Gets it past the marker. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Finds a little space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A 1st down run in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Trojans want to move quickly. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? Dropping back, it's Daniels. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
All right, now, if you're the quarterback, you got to know in this game, you better be ready every snap. You better know where the pressure is coming from because this defense is going to...
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll pull it down and run. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the 1st down, a new set of downs for this offense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sands. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback now breaking the field.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
He'll keep it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Breaks into the open. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. back on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch. In fact, he just flat dropped it, and they just dropped the game. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence.